Hello. Today we're talking about nostalgia. Nostalgia. A feeling that I don't think people talk about that often, but I think it's quite important. Because it can keep us back, it can hold us back from a lot of things and from moving on, changing. Yeah, I think we should be less nostalgic. Is that is that controversial? I don't know. But I do think so because I think like in moderation it's okay. Like anything. It can be good. You know? You look at a picture and you think, wow, that reminds me of when I was in Venice when I was 13. You know, what a good time that was. But like that's fine. That's okay. You know, I guess that's nostalgic. Or you watch a film that you used to watch as a kid. Like that's nice. That's nice nostalgia. I think I mean more like nostalgia can hold us back in terms of there's nostalgia that you think about kind of on the day to day in terms of like, oh, I wish my life was like how it was 6 months ago. That's the nostalgia I'm talking about because I feel like that's quite important. I think we fixate on that quite a lot. Like, oh, if only it was like how it was a year ago. If only my life was like how it was 6 months ago, I'd feel so much better. Or I felt so much better 3 months ago. Why don't I feel better now? Rather than just staying present, you know? I think we worry about the future and we glorify the past. I think that tends to be how it works. I think the past is usually glorified. The future is usually vilified, I guess, or like you just worry about it more. So I think we need to be more moderate with that. Um, yeah, there's a statistic that says that like 80% of our thoughts or something that we think on a day-to-day basis are the same as the day before. And for me anyway, I think that a lot of that is about the past. You know, glorifying a memory or glorifying a period of my life and thinking why aren't I where I was, when really it's you like that's out of your control. You can't change your environment or where you are or how you feel. You can only be present and actively change. I mean, obviously you can change your environment, but I mean, like, you can't change it to what it was because it's so situational. And also, like, it probably wasn't as good as you think it was. I think that's a big wake up call. Like, you were worrying about things back then, even though you think it was amazing, and even though you think that it was absolutely bliss and nothing wrong was going on. There were things going on that like you were worrying about, but you just choose not to fixate on that. Just like now, there's things you're worrying about, and in 6 months you might look back and think, God, if only I was a bit more present in my life, you know. So I think we need to be more present, and stop living in the past, because you can make your life as good as you want it. If there's an energy that you feel like you were cultivating in the past and you're nostalgic for that, that's great. Just cultivate it now and try and re-emulate it. You know, you have the ability to feel how you want to feel. You don't have to dictate it on what's going on around you, your environment, work. You know, like, oh, I've got to work for the next 4 days. You know, like anything that you're dreading in the future, anything doesn't dictate how you feel. You have the power to change that. And you have the power to stop fixating on the past. I think we need to stop thinking about the past so much. It's like a endless pit of just gluttony. It just feeds on like anything. It's just like, give me more, give me more. Does that make sense? Like, it just kind of like it's wanting more memories. It's wanting more of you thinking about it. It's like, oh, remember how good that was. Remember how good that was. You know, and it never ends. You never get to a point where you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop thinking about that now. You're always thinking about it, and like, it's not healthy to do that because you're not living in the moment, and therefore you can't make this moment the same as it was. You know, like you're thinking, if only this was as good as that. Well, this can't be as good as that when all you're thinking about is that. You know, when all you're thinking about is the past, the present can't be as good. That's what made that memory so good, because you were in the present moment. That's why it's so nostalgic, because you weren't worrying about anything. That's why nostalgia is created. Because usually we're worrying and we're stressing and we're fixating on the future and the past, and we're not in the present moment. But when we are, we cherish those moments like gold dust. And, you know, I think that's the key to living a life where every moment is nostalgic. It's just being in the present. It's kind of paradoxical, you know, like if you want your life to be nostalgic in the future, stop thinking about the past. So yeah, that's all I've really got to say on that one. Just a little one today. Stop thinking about the past. Be present, be focused, and your life will be more nostalgic. If that makes sense. I don't know if like that your life can be more nostalgic. Yeah. No, I think I'm going to stand by that. So yeah, I hope this video resonated with you. If it did, great. If it didn't, sorry. I'll try again. Taking like a week off, but we're back, baby. We're back. Videos every single day. So stay tuned for more on the To Be Frank channel. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and just stay present out there. Stay focused, stay mindful. You've got this. You can change. You can.